Good evening. It's 5 to 7 on a Friday night. Yeah, I know I should be sat at home, supping beer, watching crap on YouTube. Nah, I'm night trunking to Rochdale. Was a little bit late getting away. I came in early because I wanted to be at junction 21 at Rochdale, M62, where we come off before 9 o'clock, because it's going to be closed westbound. Well, the exit slip road is, which isn't too much of a pain, but everybody else is going to be doing the same thing, so. And with it being Friday, they like to have all the trucks in early, which, to be honest, I don't think is going to happen tonight. You've got trucks coming from everywhere. If people are not aware of that closure, then, well, there's going to be a lot of late arrivals. I was late getting loaded last night, so I don't know what the hold-up was. I know there was problems at the Lofthouse interchange on M62. All the exits and entries were closed at that, so that might be what did it. If it's a quiet night like last night, I could have been away for midnight. As it was 1:45, so then I had diversions on A1 home. So all in all, it was a long night. I'm not complaining, I get paid by hour. I'm on a 4-day week this week, so every hour helps. Why the hell is he going so fucking slow? I wasn't slowing down to that speed for him. Honestly, there's some numpties on road. So, all being well, I could get to junction 21 for about 9:15. That's if nothing holds me up. But we'll have to see about that. If they're on time closing it, then so be it. Hopefully they might be a little bit late. But then again, when they shut the M1 last week, they shut that half an hour early, so, well, 40 minutes early. So we'll have to see what happens. It's not any great shakes, I just don't need the hassle, and it breaks up the monotony when you've got the challenge of trying to beat a closure as well. Adds a bit of fun to it. So right, we'll crack on. I'm not too bothered about what happens on the way home. I get back when I get back. It's my last night at week, so what will be will be. Well, it looks like we're going to be slightly delayed because I've had to take the A1 to the M62 because the entrances on the M1, they're all knackered. So it's just the way it is. Probably only going to add about no more than 10 minutes. But that could mean I don't make that road closure after all. Plus, during the week, there's been lane closures between Bradford and Huddersfield, which can really slow you up. I love coming past Ferrybridge Power Station, it looks impressive at night. Not so nice during the day. So that can slow you up. If you get out in front of you travelling slow, you lose your momentum for hills. And when you've got plenty of weight on, like I have, to make that long drag up to Moors quite a long one. It's like pulling teeth. But it can't be helped. So hopefully it'll be straight through. We've got the roadworks around junction 29 on here. That can be a little bit slow. It just depends if people are messing on, not realising they're there, and then starting to panic about what they're going to do. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But that's the joys of night driving. Like I say, quite often you can go months and months and months without any disruption whatsoever, and then all of a sudden it just happens to be everywhere. Just luck of the draw. Right, let's see what happens. Well, just past Brighouse on the climb up to Huddersfield, and well, 4 lanes down to 1. Wonderful. Not what you want. Shouldn't take too long to get through it, but ah well. Looks like I'm not coming off at junction 21 after all. And but out of junction 20, come back on myself. So it's what it is. Typical would be on a Friday night, so this means everybody tonight is going to run late. So this could mean after 1 o'clock before I pull out of there. I mean, last week I was away before midnight. That was on the Friday. Well, I think it was about 10 to midnight. So we'll just have to see what happens. But if it's 1 o'clock, then I'm gonna have a 3-hour wait. Fortunately, I've brought plenty of food with me tonight. So put new games on my phone. I'm alright. But like I say, Friday night you'd rather be sat at home, wouldn't you? Still, we've all got bills to pay. Prices going up everywhere. So that's what it is. Right. We'll crack on very, very slowly. Saddleworth Moor, the highest motorway in Britain. Now we've got the long drop down to junction 21. And this guy with a Range Rover on the trailer has been playing silly bastards all the way over. You get alongside him, he speeds up. Get behind him, he slows down. So go around to overtake him again, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. Just being a complete and utter dick. You know. But we see it all the time. See if he does it to this Kalina driver. Just let him go. Must have just been me. He probably don't like the smell of me fucking aftershave or something. I mean, you always get one, and it's me who fucking gets them. Well, here we are, fast approaching Rochdale. The glittering lights of Greater Manchester. I think this hill's about 4 miles or something. I'm sat on the retarder at 58. I came down here overnight and I was doing 58 and my Scania come past me. Honestly, he must have been doing well over 65. Well over. I don't know how they get away with it. Because I was told if you get an overspeed of more than 61 or more, you get your wrist slapped for it, but I don't know. Maybe they're only drivers and don't give a shit, like, you know. But I'm not seeing any signs for this junction 21 being closed yet. So, like I say, if I get lucky, I get lucky. It's 9:25 now. I got lucky with no roadworks at Bradford, but then obviously I hit the ones between Brighouse and Huddersfield, but that's been all week. So I kind of expected that. They drag on for about 3 miles up the hill. Now what's this? He's just getting ready to set up the roadworks. I think they are, you know. He's saying A56 is shut, but that doesn't affect me. I can't see any flashing lights yet. Somebody's coming off there. Yeah. Oh, joy of joys, it's open. So those guys up there are obviously going to shut this at some point. So looks like if we get here before 9:30, we're going to get lucky. And he was going to try and sneak past me. Not a wise move. He would have run out of room very, very rapidly. Right. So that means I'm going to pull into the yard roughly 25 to 10. And if it's out like last night, they'll tip it in minutes because most of the other trucks don't get in till after 10 like. So then it's a case of they'll get on what they can, and then I'm just waiting for whatever overspill comes in from other trucks. I do definitely have one diversion on the way home, on the A1. It's only for one junction, from the A64 up to the 168 at Micklethwaite, where the old DVSA station is. It's not much. It's a bit slow, but it's not bad. Right, I'll crack on, get in this yard, get parked up, then I'm going for my tea. Well. I was mistaken again. It wasn't a long night at Rochdale. It's now midnight and I've already passed over Saddleworth, dropping down into Yorkshire. I should be back at the yard for, well, the sat-nav saved 3 o'clock, but I've got roadworks and a diversion, so more like 1/4 past. This guy here, DBL Logistics, I'm on bay 3 at Rochdale, he's on bay 2. So we both pulled out at the same time. Unbelievable how quick they've been tonight. And I've got half a load on, if that. So running quite light, so it's absolutely flying up the hills, like last night when it was crawling. So we've got some roadworks just down here between Huddersfield and Brighouse. And then we've got a bit on the M1. That's only one lane closed. Diversion at A1 44 to 45. And hopefully that's about it. The A1 diversion, if you know it, it's no great shakes. If you don't know it, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say tricky, but you'd question it because it's taking you like off the beaten track a little bit. But it is what it is. So I'm hoping the fact that I've done 2 jobs for 2 different agencies this week is a sign that things are starting to pick up. I mean, I've had 3 days with this job, and then Monday the original agency I signed up with asked me to do a night at my favourite contract, GXO, which was a very, very easy night. Basically I was paid for 8 hours, that's the minimum, and I was on site for 6 and worked 4.5 and just sat around rested time. There was just nothing to do. I did 1 run down to Stockton to collect 390 pallets, which is nothing from Gateshead. Brought them back, moved a couple of trailers into the yard, a couple of full ones out, had to tip the pallet trailer because we'd run out of empties, and then that was it. Go home, nothing to do. So I'm not bothered, I get paid for a full shift. So I don't want to think so much about agencies picking up. I mean, I'm trying to say to myself, it's Easter, school holidays and all of that, you know, but it has been deadly quiet since Christmas. I mean, a guy on YouTube, Raoul689, based in Liverpool, his agency, very good to watch as well, highly recommend it. He said it's been quiet over in Liverpool since Christmas, so it's not just the North East, it's everywhere. So if you have just passed your test and you're struggling to find work, don't be disheartened, we're all in the same boat. So it's just what it is. Everything's slow at the moment. So hopefully better things are just around the corner. So right, I'm going to crack on. As you can see, A1M closed 44 to 45, but like I say, it's no great shakes. And if I get back for 3:15, I'll be out at yard for 20 past. I'll be in house for 3:30. God, I didn't get back to the yard till 5:15 this morning. I was just mad last night. So, but hey, it's Friday, everybody's wanting to get finished quick, so that works for me. So, right, I'm going to crack on. I'm not in no rush, but I do have a fridge full of beer at home and I've been a good boy all week. So, yeah. I'm going to have a few while I heard a dog are snoring their heads off. I'm going to get mashed. So, there you go. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Well, we're coming up to the diversion at junction 44A1. Now, the last time, well, I did this last night, but the other time I did it was the first night out in an Arctic when it was my first run for my first agency client. Never been out before on my own. Double deck trailer on, gone down to South Northumberland, and this was my first diversion of 4. I was already stressed because it was a hard reverse at South Northumberland and I didn't have a clue. Because you all know, you test don't teach you nothing. So I was coming back and I'd not used this sat-nav before, and the sat-nav was right. I should have known better because I come from West Yorkshire originally, so I should have known where I was going. Now this sign here says diverted traffic, bear left. Sat-nav says, you know, bear left. No. I decided it can't be right heading towards Leeds. So I went right. Under there. You do not want to do that. Because it'll tell you can turn round at a village further down. Don't. Trust me, don't. If you're an experienced driver, you get away with it. I was greener than Kermit the Frog in a tight village in an Arctic, first night out on my own. I was shitting myself. I managed to get out without hitting note, but nah. So I should have had a bit of faith in my sat-nav. I don't trust them completely, but it was right. So that was my own fault. Take the third exit onto A1 so towards the north. This diversion, we're going first left here. Drive for 34 miles. Heading towards Bramham. Now the first night I came down here, nearly 2 years ago now, tonight the A1 is just shut northbound, so we're all going the same way. That night it was shut in both directions. There'd been a load of chaos on the M1, so everything had bunched up, so there was like a long line of trucks coming down here. There must have been chaos on the A1 southbound because there was all coming this way as well. Now when we get to the bridge over the A1 where you zigzag round, you'll see it. You need to get a bit of a swing on, but nobody was giving an inch. It was headboards and tail swings going everywhere. Everybody was rushing. It was just chaos, you know. And after that, I had a diversion at Darlington. I had a diversion. It was one junction further up, and then there was the road closure coming down past the Angel as well. So it was quite a night, was that one. Baptism of fire on my first night. So keep going, following A1 North. Pass through this tiny little hamlet. They must hate this diversion. But when you first do this, you'd look at where you start coming down this road, and some people might think, well, that can't be right, but it is. Well, it's all right. It takes you off and it brings you out at the old DVSA weighbridge, which is disused now. Now this is where it was absolute carnage with trucks going both ways. Nobody was giving anybody any room. There was an NHS rigid come, and he saw me indicating, and I was just about to turn in, and he come flying up. Wasn't going to give me any space whatsoever. But it was just one of those nights. Drive for 2 miles. But as much as people moan and whinge about roadworks and diversions, I've enjoyed this past couple of weeks being back on nights. I mean, I've been doing days since, early last summer. So I got used to day shift. Well, I say days. There were some shifts I'd be getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Or leaving the house at 1 o'clock in the morning to go to work. That's the joys of working at Team Valley, 22 miles away. But night shift, I mean, it's all right, because once you get past all roadworks and all this is what it's like. You know, you've got the road pretty much to yourself. You know, you've not got people whizzing round you like dickheads and cutting you up and all that. Well, you still get that, but just not as much. So once you've done what you have to do, you just sit back, put your tunes on, chill out, just enjoy the drive, like, you know. So, but I've enjoyed a couple of weeks at this company, because Cramlington, like I say, once I get in my car tonight, it'll be less than 10 minutes and I'll be in the house. But most of my other work, just over 22 miles each way to Team Valley. So yeah, I'm on a little bit less money here, but I don't have to commute, I don't have fuel costs, you know. So it's 6 and 2 3s. I'd rather be close to home. So, I mean, when you take fuel costs into account, I think I'm only about 20 or 30 quid a week down anyway, which, when you think about the amount of time I'm saving not travelling, well, I'm not going to complain, am I? So I've had worse diversions than that, a lot worse. There was one south of Sheffield one night. I was coming back from South Northumberland. That one was an absolute shocker. Fortunately, I was following two other trucks which both had double-deck trailers on, as well as me. So I thought, if anyone's going to wit out, it's going to be them, not me. But I've kind of got used to double decks now, like, you know. I'm still wary, but no great shakes. Right, crack on. I've got 94 miles to go. I think I'll probably stop and have myself a cheeky break, probably around Ripon, 5 or 10 minutes or something. Just a bit of fresh air. Like I say, no spoiling. The joys of night shift. So there you go. Right, time to crack on. Well, we're back at Cramlington. So I didn't get a chance to record anything else because I've had my teammate on phone for the last hour. Not there was anything happening. So not been a bad night, to be honest with you. He's advised me to put a CV in. Obviously, they'd have to keep me on agency for so many weeks. That's generally the contract. So he says, but put a CV in case a job comes up. He says, because between you and me, he says the boss likes you. So I said, oh, fair enough. So that one we've just passed, that's CMP, where Sharon's got a new job. So
after 700 feet, turn left onto Coburn Avenue.
I mean, all this place, if you come to Cramlington, I mean, it's just, all the industrial areas are basically linked together. It's just like one big industrial zone. So it's not hard to find your way around as long as you know the street names and all of that. And most of the companies, you can just stop outside and go in and ask where they want you and all of this sort of thing. It's not bad. So I've just been told there'll be nobody coming in behind me till at least 5 o'clock. So just leave my truck where I left it the other day, and then that's it. And it's 20 past 3. So not done bad, considering it was 5:15 when I got done yesterday morning. So 2 hours quicker. But yeah, I'm hoping this new agency keeps me on trunking. I've done general haulage, which I like. I mean, you get a lot of variety in that. And some of the places you go are more challenging. But then, being on trunking, it's nice to have a quiet life. You know, I've enjoyed the difference. You know, just go from A to B, curtains back, tip and reload, go home. It's as simple as that. So, been a nice change.
You arrive
I mean, it's like a graveyard on here. Usually, I mean, this is early hours of Saturday morning, so obviously everywhere's shutting down for the weekend. But usually it's quite busy most of the time. This truck was parked here yesterday as well, and he's right outside our gate. Right, that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. So yeah.